Hello to the YouTube world out there. I'm just doing a review on the Matrix CXC indoor cycle bike, which I've recently just purchased from Costco here in the UK. I wanted to do a review on this bike because I was really interested in it. I'd been looking around for a high quality indoor cycle during this pandemic lockdown, and I came across this bike, but sadly there wasn't much information out there. So I thought I would do a review for anyone else that may have come across this bike and is interested in it and wants to know a little bit more about it. So there was about 2 or 3 helpful reviews on Costco. But yeah, I just wanted to do my own video just in case anyone wants to find out a bit more or is interested in this bike. So I paid £1,079 for this bike on the Costco website, which is an absolute bargain for something of this high quality and caliber. I did see the same model on other websites, which was selling for anywhere between £1,300 to £1,600. So Costco is definitely the cheapest place on the internet that I found, and it looks like this bike is even more expensive over in the United States. So definitely something to purchase from the UK. If you can do that. So the reason I bought this bike, well, I was actually really close to buying the Peloton bike. I wanted a really high quality, cycle to do some indoor cycling. I've always wanted to do some exercise at home, but I'm not into yoga classes and those kind of things, and fitness workouts. I love cycling, and indoor cycling seemed like a really good idea. So yeah, I went. I was really close to buying the Peloton, but I didn't really like the idea of spending £1,800 just on the bike itself, and then having a £40 monthly subscription afterwards. It just seems a bit too costly for me, and I'm not massively into classes and things anyway. I'm happy just to jump on a bike and just sweat it out. Whilst watching my own tablet or TV or something. So, so that's why I was really umming on the Peloton until I came across a few other high quality bikes that are a little bit cheaper. They don't come with all the mods and cons as Peloton does, but you can kind of adjust that yourself, and that's what I want to talk about. So yeah, my setup is that I've got my TV on the wall, so I can easily watch YouTube or TV or programs whilst I'm cycling. And my bike, I've actually set it up in a way so I've got a tablet holder as well. So I bought this quite cheap on Amazon. It's like 10 or 15 quid. It's a exercise bike tablet holder, and it's very sturdy as well. So in terms of the bike, this bike is super, super stable and super high quality. So I definitely would 100% recommend this. Firstly, my first impressions, and I've had it for a week, but it's such a sturdy, efficient bike. It's so quiet and super adjustable. So you can adjust the height on the seat very easily just using the lever at the back. You can adjust, how forward and back you want the seat to go. I've changed the actual bike seat, which it came with one, but I've got my own. So on the other side of this, you can just use an Allen key to unscrew the rail and put your own rail on. So it's super, super customizable with that. The base itself is very strong and very stable. The bike weighs 57 kg, and the Peloton weighs, I think, 60 kg. So it's just slightly lighter than the Peloton, but even still, 57 kg is really heavy. I mean, moving this bike around, it's not an easy task to do, but it's got a great handle at the back that you can pick it up, or you can just lean the handlebars forward, and the wheels are great as well. So it's got like kind of some roller skate wheels on the front, but they're very sturdy, very strong. I can imagine this thing lasting for many years. It's just built, with very good material and very, kind of structure. And you'll see that online, all the reviews, there's a lot of like one-liner reviews, but they all say it's very stable and sturdy. As you can see as well, I've put some plywood on the carpet. So I think it's 9mm of plywood. So that's just because I wanted a bit of distance from my TV. So I do have hard flooring, but it's just a little bit too close to the TV, and this setup works for me. But yeah, super stable on that, and super stable on the actual floor as well. it's just a high quality bike. It really really strong for. Most of the bikes online that I saw, they kind of went up to 100 kg, and I'm a big guy myself. I needed something more than that. So this goes up to 158 kg, and absolutely really stable. Even I can imagine for someone right at the top of that 158, they wouldn't have any problems with this bike wobbling about or anything like that. Once you sit on it, it's kind of really sturdy. It's a commercial bike, so it's actually something that gyms usually buy. You get big gym corporations that would usually buy this, but I'm assuming that due to lockdown, Matrix Fitness hasn't been able to sell these to gyms because obviously a lot of the gyms are closed and in lockdown. So they've probably got lots of products that they were hoping to sell before lockdown happened, and now that's not happening. So they must be using Costco as a supplier, and it's not really well advertised. I'm really surprised actually that this bike isn't on the internet more because it's so high quality and it's such an efficient bike. I only just randomly came across Costco's website, and I was just looking at different places to buy bikes, and I came across this, and initially I thought it was quite expensive at being £1,080, but since looking online and looking at similar competitors, this definitely is a huge bargain for the price. It seems to me, I've never tried a Peloton, but it seems to me like with the weight size and the flywheel and how sturdy and stable it is, it seems like it's a Peloton without the screen basically. So you're definitely getting a good value for money. So in terms of delivery as well, I wanted to let you know this thing came within 3 days from when I ordered it. So I ordered it on like a Sunday night, I think it was, which was then processed on Monday. I had it by Wednesday. So I did see a review online saying that they had problems with the supplier, but I had no issues with that. It came straight away and it was super quick to build. It took me half an hour with a person, but I could have done it by myself. If it wasn't for such a heavy frame, I could have easily done it by myself. But you definitely need two people, someone just to hold the bike a little bit whilst you screw the bottom stabilizers in. But other than that, it comes, set up so easily. You could easily do it without no instructions in half an hour. My advice to you as well is get yourself an Allen key set because it doesn't actually come with any tools. I had most of the tools anyway, but I didn't have a 10mm Allen key, so that's quite a big Allen key, which they don't supply you with, and I had to go in B&Q and get one for like £7, so that wasn't a problem. What else is there about this bike? So in terms of the pedals, it does come with an SDP clip, and it also comes with a flat side which has a cage on it, but I've taken the cage off because I would never use that. But if you just have normal trainers and you just want a cage fitting, or you've got lots of people that are going to use this bike and you've got different feet sizes, that's easily done as well. So it's like a normal gym bike, but I took it off because I wanted to use the SDP clips. And I also have my own cycling shoe that I bought online from wiggle.co.uk, which is a cycling shoe. This cost about 60 quid. It's the DHB cycling shoe. It was about 60 quid, and I put the SDP clip on, which I bought online, and that clips in easily to the pedal, and then you get that nice connected feel. Makes your workout just that little bit better. In terms of using Peloton classes as well, it's very easy just to buy the Peloton app, which has the classes on it, and you can stick that on the tablet and just do it that way, which is good for me because I really wanted this cycle just to jump on every evening whilst I'm watching a movie or TV or something like that, and just get a good sweat on. I'm not massively into the classes and things, but if I ever want to do those, then like I say, you can do that through the Peloton app anyway, there's loads of reviews on that on YouTube. And yeah, it's not £40 a month, it's like £12 a month. So I've paid my money now. I don't have to spend any more on an exercise bike. I don't have to take any loans or anything like that. I've just got it and I can work hard on it now. So what else was I going to say? So the resistance, it's a magnetic resistance. You'd expect that for something so high quality and expensive. And yeah, it's very easy. You literally just click this up and down and it changes the level of resistance. It doesn't come with a console, so it doesn't come with the little LCD display of calories and watts and things. They seem to be quite expensive, like £250. And yeah, you can buy some models that have that, but again, they're a bit more expensive. And I just used a Fitbit or something like that, or a health watch, which has your heart rate and calories and stuff, and that gives you all that data anyway, if that's what you're into. So what else is there? I mean, I think that pretty much covers it. I'm really happy with this bike. Delivery was super quick. It's super sturdy. I can imagine this lasting many, many years. It's a heavy bike, so you're getting high quality material, and I really do think this is a really strong competitor for Peloton. But unfortunately, it's not advertised as much. I know there's other models like the Schwinn IC4 or the Life Fitness IC4, but a lot of people that I've read have said they bought this instead, and it's far better. So again, for just over £1,000, this is a bargain. It's not advertised by online very much, and I think I just happened to find it by randomly looking at Costco. I know not everyone might be able to get a membership for Costco. You have to have certain professions or be in trade, but if you know any family members or friends that can that have a membership that can get you this, you're saving a huge amount of money. It's a great investment, and I hope this video has been helpful. So I'll leave a link to where I bought it from, Costco, in the description. And if there's any questions that anyone has, feel free to ask me, and I'll try and get back to you. But yeah, this is my opinion on it. And like I say, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Really happy with it, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to.